Well, good morning and welcome to Move Early, Move Often. It's Functional Friday. I'm Blake Martin. Um, I, if you don't have audio for that first bit where for our intro, there's a rooster and he crows, and I think that that's important to know, just to celebrate the morningness of everything. And if you've ever been in a place where they have roosters, they do crow in the morning, and it can be really irritating. I guess unless you really like roosters. Anyways, Functional Friday. I'm going to stop talking about roosters and get to this whole thing that we got going on. We're going to do today a series of movements that um, four movements that pull us through ranges of motion, and we'll be doing them in four sets, and there will be 20 seconds per set, uh, or maybe a little bit more. I think I set my timer for longer. Um, but the point is, what I want you to do is really focus on form. I'm not interested in, it's not important to do a million of these. It's not important to really go crazy. What's really important is getting the form right and pushing through. So we'll do a couple of things to warm up, and then we'll get right into the movement. Let me grab my timer, set it so that I don't go on forever and ever and ever. All right, here we go. Oops, no, not that one. That would take us for 34 minutes. That's too long. There we go. All right. So because we're going to spend a little time on our hands and ankles, what I'd like you to do is come into a tabletop position. And I just want you to, we're going to stir in one direction. We're kind of doing, our table is wobbly, and you're going to go clockwise perhaps. And let's go in the opposite direction. So we're just kind of exploring the range of motion, and push your hips around a little bit from side to side and go back in the first direction with more hips. Really push the hips from side to side. All right. And then let's take our hands, and we're going to turn our hands so they're pointing towards our knees, and then walk your knees backwards just slightly. You don't want your heels of your palms to come off the ground, but you want them to just start coming off the ground. So we're stretching our wrists just a little bit here. Here we go, and just rock back. And then again, so the heels are right on the ground. Back. And then turn your hands around the other way and walk your knees forward. And the heels of your palms will start to come up just a bit. And again, that's a little bit of a stretch there. All right. And let's come into a 90-90. 90-90. And just step up. Like you just lift a little bit. And lift a little bit. Match knees. Lift a little bit. And lift a little bit. Okay, so just kind of warming up those structures that we're going to be using. Pause my timer. So here's the four movements that we're going to do. Four movements we're going to do is we're going to do what's called a breakdance or push-up. Doesn't have to be a push-up. I'm not interested in the push-up so much as I'm interested in this part of it. So what we're going to do is come into a plank position, and we're going to open our body with our arm out. Try this with me. All right, come to a plank and open your body with your arm out. And then come back to the plank and step through on the other side and open your body. Your arm reaches back and your spine is long. All right? If you want to throw in a push-up in between those, go ahead and do that, but that's not the most important part. Most important part is opening your body. That's exercise 1. Exercise 2, double lunges. So from a standing position, you'll step down into a lunge here, and then come back and step back into the lunge on the same leg. Step into a lunge, step back into a lunge, and it's always on the same leg. What we want to focus on is this, whatever shin is forward, should be perpendicular with the ceiling. When you come forward, arms up. When you come back, arms forward. When you come forward, arms up, back, arms forward. Then we'll switch legs, all right? We'll do the same thing. Forward, arms up, back, arms forward. Yeah? Okay. So, breakdance push-up, double lunges. Then we'll do an exercise, reverse bridge. And for reverse bridge, what you'll do is your feet are about shoulder width apart. Feet are about shoulder width apart. And your palms, your fingers are pointing away from you. And they're at about a 45-degree angle to your shoulders. Then you're going to press up. And you're going to try and make your body a tabletop, as flat as possible. All right? This will feel stretchy through the front part of your shoulder, but it's also going to take effort on the back. So you'll go up, you'll lift and release, lift and release, lift and release as many times as you can. But the point is to get your pelvis, push your pelvis through to a flat tabletop on each time. All right? That's exercise, that's the third exercise. And then the fourth exercise that we'll do on each side is a side lunge. The difference with this side lunge is we'll go out to the side, so you're kind of nice and low, and then you're going to come back and you're going to reach your foot across without touching it. Down, come out, and foot across. Out, and foot across. Try to balance when you come there. Then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So you'll start here, go out, inside lunge, foot across with the reach, out, side lunge with the foot across. We're working all the way through the range of extreme abduction to extreme adduction. Okay, so we're really moving through the full range. I just realized I put on completely the wrong timer. And that would not work at all. Okay, so those are the things we're going to be doing. If I can find my little timer, I'll be super happy. Here we go. All right. So with that underway, let's get ready for our breakdancer push-ups, and we'll start with our first activity.
Exercise 1.
All right. So in your plank position, reach your hand through and your foot. You can come to a push-up if you want, but let's turn to the other side now.
3, 2,
Back to plank.
1. Rest.
I don't care if you don't get that many. All right. Now double lunges, and we'll do it on the left leg forward
2,
first.
1.
Left leg
Exercise
forward.
2.
Whoops, my knee is not good alignment here. Step back, arms forward. Step forward, arms up. And try not to touch your foot in the middle like I just did. Try to have it go all the way through
1.
without
Rest.
touching. And let's come. We'll be doing the opposite foot. Same thing.
3, 2, 1. Exercise 3.
Step forward into a nice lunge. And back, all the way back. into a lunge with our arms pointing forward. Up into a lunge. Try to have that shin at the front be vertical. Good control
3, 2,
through the whole
1.
range.
Rest.
All right. Coming to our 4-point bridge. Fingers pointing
3,
backwards.
2.
Feet about shoulder width apart.
Exercise 4.
Lift your hips. Nice flat tabletop, as flat as you can make it. And bum back down. Lift your hips, pelvis through to the sky. Pelvis to the sky.
3,
At
2.
bank robbers tried that.
Rest.
It didn't work the way they thought it was going to work. So then they started saying, reach your hands to the sky.
3.
Okay, we're doing the lunges, right?
1. Exercise 5.
Lunge. And then reach your foot behind. Balancing. Lunge. Reach your foot behind. Lunge. Reach your foot behind. You can do whatever you want with your arms here.
2.
I'm putting them above so you can
Rest.
so I can balance. I guess I could just keep them to the side too. Okay, we're doing that to the opposite
3,
side now.
2, 1. Exercise 6.
Lunge to the side. Lunge. I'm going to take my arms to the side just so it looks a little more elegant. Lunge to the side. Lunge to
3,
the side.
2, 1.
I think I got one more.
Rest.
Lunge to the side. Nice. We'll be going into our breakdance or push-ups next.
3.
The really important thing here is
Exercise 1.
opening. Let's get that open. If you can keep the foot off the ground, groovy. Come back to plank, push up, or just go through to the other side. Open. Really reach that arm back as far as you can.
2, 1. Rest.
Nice. All right, double lunges. And let's go with the right leg first
3,
this time.
2, 1. Exercise 2.
Stepping down with your arms up and all the way back, arms forward. Keep those shin bones at 90 to the ground and move all the way through
3,
this range of
2,
motion.
1. Rest.
So in this instance, we're going from extreme, well, not very extreme, but from hip flexion to hip extension.
2, 1. Exercise 3.
Stepping forward with arms up, back, arms forward. Forward, arms up, back. Really moving through that full range. Try to have good
3,
control here.
2, 1. Rest.
All right. Coming to our 4-point bridge. Hands sitting on the mat.
3, 2, 1.
Feet shoulder width apart.
Exercise 4.
Hips to the sky. And that's kind of weird. And back down. And tabletop. Reverse tabletop. And I feel really tight through my
3,
elbows
2,
and shoulders.
1.
So I
Rest.
clearly need to do this a little bit more. All right, and coming back down. Let's come up for
3,
our side lunges.
2.
Let's go to the right
1.
side first.
Exercise 5.
Step down. And foot reaches across. In a balance. Step down. Keep your back flat when you come forward here. Reach across. Flat back.
2,
Side
1.
lunge.
Rest.
And we'll do it on the other side. With my elegant arms to the side posture.
3, 2,
Here we go.
1. Exercise 6.
See how elegant I look with my arms out like that? And really reaching to the side, landing in that lunge, and then reaching back across. From extreme abduction
3, 2,
to extreme
1.
adduction.
Rest.
All right, coming back for our breakdancer push-ups.
3, 2, 1. Exercise 1.
Reach through, try to keep your foot off the ground. Come back to your plank, push up or just reach through to the opposite side. Come back to plank, push up or reach through. Back to plank,
3,
push up
2,
or
1.
reach through.
Rest.
Nice. And coming up, we're going to be doing our double lunges.
3, 2.
About in the middle of your mat.
Exercise 2.
Step forward right. If you did left, that's not grave. Just kind of keep it going. Stepping forward, arms up. Stepping back, arms forward. Stepping
3,
forward,
2,
arms
1.
up.
Rest.
And come to the middle. Let's get ready for the other side.
3, 2, 1.
Stepping forward.
Exercise 3.
Good, stepping forward. My foot could be a little bit further forward there so that I get the nice vertical aspect with my front shin. And
3, 2, 1. Rest.
all right, down to the mat. 4-point bridge.
3, 2.
Feet shoulder width apart. Everything
Exercise
at
4.
about 45 degrees. And pelvis up and lower. And pelvis up and lower. And really squeeze when you go up to the top there.
2,
Trying to get that last
rest.
bit of flatness there. All right. And coming up, we'll be doing our side lunge next.
2.
Let's go right.
Exercise 5.
Lunge. Foot across to the reach. Lunge. Foot across to the reach. Be aware of what's happening in your neck. Are you geeking your chin forward? Or is your spine nice and long?
2, 1. Rest.
We'll do the opposite side. Here we go. Oh, well,
3,
here we go
2,
now.
1. Exercise 6.
Reaching behind. Reaching. Big lunge. And then reach behind. Again, be aware of your neck. Are you lifting your chin?
3, 2,
Or is your spine long? One more. There we go. All right, shake out your shoulders. Let's come into 90-90-90. Here, just push your hip forward just a little bit. Just reach up and a little further back. Open, open, and just breathe. Arms come down. Match your knees together. Opposite leg. Reach up. And open your chest to the sky. Breathing. And arms back down. Let's come up to standing. You're going to do a little bit of a quad stretch. You're going to grab onto your foot, the laces of your shoe, and press the laces of your shoe into your hand. Your knee is beside your knee, and it's matched front, back, and side, side. Okay, it's matched in both directions. And really pull your heel in to your buttocks. Las nalgas. Las pompas. And press your laces a little bit harder. Release your laces and let your foot come down. Opposite foot. Matching your knees together, side to side and front to back. And press your laces into your hand. Good alignment. And stop pressing and release that foot down. Give your arms a little shake. Give your hips a little shake. You know, all over body wiggle. All over body wiggle. Kind of like Shaq does. All right. That was awesome. We took time this morning to push through from one extreme of a range of motion with our bodies to a different, with different body parts. So the stepping forward and back, and from flexion to extension, and from abduction to adduction. And we just kind of, and we did opening movements, we crossed planes, we balanced, we did all kinds of things. This is functional movement at its finest, I think, in a lot of ways, unless you actually get out and climb a tree, which is even better still. And you have moved early, and I hope you remember to move often. Hope you have some activity this weekend, something that's good to do, something that's fun. It's going to rain a little bit in our neighborhood in the coming days, but there's still stuff we can do. And I'll see you on Monday for Momentum Monday. Have a great one. Bye bye.